Hi YouTube, my name is Amy. I am here to talk about my IVF journey. Some background, let's see. Well, first off, me and my husband have been together for almost 13 years. We've been married for over 7, and we have been not preventing for about 10 years now, and it never happened. So we went to a fertility specialist to find out why, and found out that my fallopian tubes have actually been damaged. They do not work. Nothing can come down, nothing can go up without getting killed by the fluid because they have gotten too big. So, long story short, the only way I could get pregnant is to have my tubes tied. Weird, huh? Well, so I had the operation to get my tubes tied in June, and we've been saving up for IVF ever since. Here in Oregon, that's where I'm from, IVF is about $12,000 to $15,000, depending on the medications and everything. So, obviously, that's a lot. My husband does not want to go into more debt, which I understand. We are almost completely out of debt. We had a problem about a year and a half ago. I got sick with chronic migraines. I was diagnosed with something called a pseudotumor cerebri. What that means is it's kind of like a fake tumor in your brain, and it acts like a tumor, giving me severe headaches, migraines. Anyways, it was really bad. I was out of work for about a year. We lost our house and moved into an apartment. As you can see, nothing spectacular. But it did help because our mortgage went from $2,000 a month to $760 for this apartment. So it helped us get out of debt. We are almost completely out, and that's wonderful news. That's going to help us a lot for the baby. I found this place called My IVF Alternative. It's based out of the Czech Republic, and for everything including airfare, hotel, all that stuff, it's going to cost around $8,000. That's what they said anyways. So we're checking into that. If all goes well, we're going to do that in September. All my tests and everything else that I've ever done with the IVF clinic that I went through before, Oregon Reproductive Specialists, everything came back fine except for my fallopian tubes. As you can see, I'm a big girl, and they try to attribute that to infertility. However, that has nothing to do with my infertility. Maybe it does for others, I don't know, but for me it doesn't. I have wonderful, well within range tests of everything else. Matter of fact, they checked me 3 times because they could not believe that someone my size came back with those test results. I have very good cholesterol. I'm not a diabetic, nowhere near diabetic. My husband, who's actually smaller than me, is a diabetic. So, like I said, the doctors, they just couldn't believe it. I have good blood pressure. All my tests says that I am actually a very healthy person, which, given my past with migraines and all, I just couldn't believe it. I do have a thyroid issue. That's about it. Medication has cleared that up. Before I found out about my thyroid, I never had active regular periods. They would come, they would go whenever they want. They would last for however they wanted. But with the medication that I've been taking for a while now, that has changed to, they're pretty regular actually. They're 31-day cycles, sometimes 28, but they're pretty good. Oh, you can see my doggy over there in the corner. Star! Star! Anyways, I know I hate that when people call their dogs in. I've been watching the videos for quite some time of all the ladies out there, and I just want to thank you all for sharing your story. I hardly ever comment because sometimes I don't know what to say. I don't want to step over anyone's toes, but you've all given me some really good strength. Something to look forward to. I've followed most of your videos from start to finish. I've followed from the IVF clinic all the way up to some of the births, and really congratulatory towards you. I think you're all strong women. I think that we're all strong women for doing this and for being able to hold it together. It's very stressful. I don't know if I could do it without any of you, and that's why I decided to make my videos. Right now it is April, the end of April, middle, anyways. We are going to do our IVF, we're thinking the very beginning of September, so I still have a long way to go. I have an appointment on May 1st to get the testing that is required for this clinic, which I'm not really worried about because I've had all those tests done in the past with the other IVF clinic that I went to, and everything was normal. I was on Clomid for a couple of months, and the Clomid came back really good results. The first one I was on for 50 milligrams, and I had like 12 or 13 eggs within the normal size, and they gave me a trigger shot, and nothing happened. This was, of course, before they found out about my tubes. And then the next month I was on 100, and I had more eggs, but they weren't as big as the first time. So maybe I don't respond to the heavy medication versus the lower dosage. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But they gave me an IUI that time, and that, of course, didn't work. That's when we had the test come back saying that my, I believe the doctor actually used the word, my tubes were destroyed. That was heartbreaking. I called into work that day. I couldn't handle it. I thought, oh my God, this is over. Because at the time, my husband, he's like, we can't afford IVF. We're not getting it done. If that's the case, we won't have kids. So after he saw how distraught I was, he's like, okay, we'll be mad at ourselves if we don't try at least one time. And so now he's all, not only are we going to try it one time, but maybe another time, since the IVF clinic that we found in the Czech Republic is not as expensive. So I'm looking forward to that. My family is very fertile, very fertile. They couldn't believe that I was going to have these kind of problems, because literally my sister, the first time she tried, she was pregnant. The second time she tried, it took her 2 months. My cousin has been pregnant so many times, I can't even tell you. My other cousins, all the same thing. I have a big Italian family, if you couldn't tell that I'm pretty Italian, Irish. They all have had no problems. All my cousins have many kids, several kids. It's just me. I'm just like the odd sheep out. I don't know. But I'm really confident that once I get my eggs in my uterus, past those damn fallopian tubes, that it should be pretty well. Now, my husband is the optimist. He's all like, well, don't count your chickens before they've hatched. We'll see. Anyways, I'm approaching the time frame here, so I'm going to stop, and I'll try to make another video really soon. And please leave me feedback. I need you. I need the good support. So, love you all out there. Bye, YouTube. It's been great speaking with you.